Hi, welcome to your 10-minute tune-up this week. So I just got done playing a tennis match and it was a close one, and it was one that involved the mental game. So I want to share with you while it's fresh in my mind. So if you don't know anything about tennis, it doesn't matter. All you need to know is that we started off down, so we lost the first set 6-2, which is kind of a big loss for us. Um, and my partner and I decided that we were going to use some strategy and some mental game to bring us out of this hole. So, how can you come from losing the first set so bad to hopefully a win? And what we did was we just stayed steady in our mindset. We saw their weaknesses, and we just played a strong and steady game. And we watched their mental game kind of go down. So I don't know about you, but sometimes when I meet someone new, I just assume that they have a strong mental fortitude. I assume that they're living their life really great and everything's going well for them. So I kind of put the negative on myself and the positive on someone else. So to see this kind of shift, it taught me a lesson that not everyone is going to stay steady and strong, and you can wait for their weaknesses to show up if you want to win the tennis match. So, what I want to practice today is finding that mental fortitude, finding the ability to stay calm and steady no matter what other people are doing around you. No matter if you're feeling like you're down in a hole and it's hard to climb back out. Because really, like, a game can change on a dime. The course of your day can change in an instant if you start to bring up some positive thinking or even just neutral thinking. It doesn't have to be super positive, like I'm going to win each point. It can be very neutral and steady, and that could then throw your opponents off if you're playing a game, or it could help other people in your life. So my kids kind of resonate. When I stay calm and steady, they pick up on that and they can stay calm and steady. So that's what we're going to work on today. We'll move a little bit and then we'll get into a mindfulness meditation. So in order to sit well, get your sit bones rooting down in the chair. Bring your hands behind your head, arch your back and look up. Start to breathe slowly in and out of your nose, lengthening your inhales and your exhales. When you're ready, you'll start to round your back, tuck your chin, and round your back so that you can feel the stretch all the way along the spine. Take a couple breaths here, trying to pull your nose towards your belly button. We'll go back and forth 2 more times. As you inhale, arch your back, look up, stretch your chest. As you exhale, round your back, tuck your chin. Once more each way. And the next time you're sitting upright, reach your arms up, look up, and stretch tall. You can roll out your wrists or shake out your hands. And start to twist to the right. Your left hand can touch your right thigh. Your back hand is on the chair. Option to look over your back shoulder. Take a big breath here. As you inhale, face forward, and exhale, twist to the left. Hold it for another breath or two, just slowly twisting through your spine. Option to look over your back shoulder. Slow, steady breath in and out of your nose. As you inhale, come back to center. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Inhale, sit tall. As you exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. Place your hands in your lap and close your eyes. This is a quick story. So we were down. We lost the first set 6-2. It's a big loss. It could have been crushing. It could have had our spirits going down with it. But we decided to stay steady and try to just figure out the game. Make it fun. Get curious. Figure out what we can do better. And we came back with that strategy to win the next 2 sets, 6-3, 6-3. So pretty decent win. So I want to practice today just kind of bringing to mind a time in your life when you were feeling down. You were feeling like you were in a little bit of a hole or a rut. So if you can bring that to mind now, that would be helpful. Keep your breath slow and steady as you bring to mind a time where you felt like you were a step down. And just try to feel what that was like. What emotions were you feeling? What thoughts were going through your head? Keep your body steady and notice as you think these thoughts if anything is changing in your body. Are you clenching any muscles? Are you losing some of your good posture? And if you do notice those things, just sit right back up, lengthen your spine, and come back to your slow, steady, deep breath. Now, with that thing in mind, what that time where you were feeling down or stepped down or in a rut, what did you do? What was your next step? Was it to sink down even lower? Was it to scramble to try to get up? Was it to stay calm and steady? There's no right answers, so just really try to observe what you did in that moment. Notice if your breath is changing or your posture, and always come back when you notice that back to your slow, steady, deep breaths in and out of your nose. You can let go of your visualization for a moment and just focus on your breath. Lengthen your inhales, fill up as you breathe in. Lengthen your exhales, relax as you breathe out. So take a minute here to just slowly breathe in and out of the nose. If you'd like to count in your mind, you can count to 4 as you breathe in and 4 as you breathe out. Eventually trying to count a little higher to 6 or 8 so your breath is really slow and steady in and out. Observe what's going on in your body as you breathe. And try to keep your mind focused on the breath now. So the counting helps to help really tune our attention in to this breath. Slow, steady inhales, long, complete exhales. Keep the muscles of your face relaxed, your shoulders, your hands, your feet. Feel the belly expand as you breathe in. Feel the belly come back to neutral as you breathe out. And perhaps as you're sitting here, if you'd like to add a slight smile to your face, turning up the corners of your mouth slightly, just a very, very slight smile. And notice what that might be doing to your breath or your mindset. Couple more deep breaths here, perhaps counting up to 6 as you breathe in, or maybe even 8, going higher if you can. And eventually, you'll let the counting fade away, but keep the slow, deep breath going. And eventually bring your attention back into that situation where you felt like you were maybe a step down. Now I want you to just visualize what life would have looked like if you kept this calm demeanor. Visualize what your next action would have been. Visualize what your next thought or words coming out of your mouth would have been if you were able to maintain this sense of peace and calm as you navigated the situation. Maybe you were down in a match. Maybe you were in an argument with a loved one. Maybe there was something going on at work where you felt like you weren't doing your job right, or something was happening that made you feel down. What would your next step have been if you could have been calm, cool, and collected? And how would that have made you feel in your body and in your mind? What would another person's reaction have been? Keep your breath slow and steady. Keep your mind focused on this visualization. And how does that make you feel to watch yourself act in a calm and steady manner? When you're ready, you'll just slowly let that image fade away and come back to noticing your breath, lengthening your inhales and your exhales. And for these next few breaths, just imagine yourself breathing in some positive energy. Imagine yourself breathing out anything you don't need, any regrets, any negative thoughts, any worries or concerns. Just let them go and find this state of equanimity, kind of this neutral state of peace and calm and steadiness. See if you can visualize yourself kind of being washed over with this nice, calm feeling. You'll try to carry that with you throughout the day and see how it might change your actions, your thoughts, your words as you walk through the rest of this day and this week. Always remembering you can take a deep breath in a stressful situation. You can take a moment to pause before you react. We'll end class with a big sigh together. Sit tall as you inhale. Open wide and exhale through your mouth. When you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and welcome back into your day. Thanks for joining me today and indulging me on my tennis story, but I really saw the effects of a mindfulness practice today in a situation that's outside of this room. It's outside of my teaching to you. So I love finding those opportunities to use mindfulness in real life. And you might not play tennis, that's okay. You might be able to find mindfulness can improve your relationships with other people, your work, your gardening, or whatever it is that you do. Hopefully you can start to branch out of this classroom and out into the world and use those teachings of mindfulness. All right, we'll see you next week. Bye.